Hi everybody and welcome to today's video. Today we're gonna start part 2 of our redesign the match pop-up for my dating app, DateNight MTL. So if you have not seen the last video where we went through the process of me redesigning the match pop-up here into a new match pop-up that better showcases our brand identity, it is more, the UI is more modern and really stands out from the rest of the other dating apps. So if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check out the last video. Today what we're gonna do is that we're gonna take this design and I'm going to use Claude Code to integrate it into our application. So let's go back to our project management folder quickly. Just a little bit of context on the channel and the project. I'm building a dating app that connects users with local events and dates ideas around Montreal to facilitate real world connections and get people to go out more and meet other singles. Okay, so with this channel I'm hoping to showcase the whole entire development process and design process on how we can take an idea, using user feedbacks and user research, design MVP that's going to reach product market fit. So looking through our checklist, we complete the redesign in Figma last time. So today let's give Claude the file and then see what how he can help us implement it into the app. All right, and then lastly we're gonna push everything to Git. So let's go to the app. I already started the development server, so I'm going to open up another terminal and we're going to start Claude Code. So while he's starting, I'm going to log in and show you where we are in the MVP. So as you can see here, the main dashboard will feature a profile card layout that will showcases all of the users that you can potentially match with. And when you click through the cards, you get to see the information architecture of the users and their preferences, their details, profile, etc. So when you like a user, pretty standard in all dating apps, if the same user does the same thing, then it becomes a mutual match. And this is when the match pop-up is going to render on the screen to let you know that you've matched with someone. And this is a very important phase in the user journey because this is where you get feedback on essentially your match, your experience with another user, your interaction. So we need to make it engaging, we need it to really fit the brand, and it should be fun and it should stand out. What I'm going to do now is that I know right now the match logic is working. It's just that we have no feedback when that's happening. So for example, let's try to match with somebody. Okay, we're gonna match with let's match with Owen. See, Owen's already matched, but he's still appearing in the card deck because right now my query is not removing the user from the database. So we need to filter out the user later. I will do that in the background. Right now we're just gonna focus on implementing the match pop-up. Let's match with Bruce. Okay, so we're gonna hit like on Bruce. I'm going to log in using Bruce's account. And we're going to match with Lana. Let's see if she pops up. Okay, Lana right here. So we're gonna hit like, and ultimately when we do this, the on-click functionality should render the match pop-up, but currently it is not doing so. Okay, so as you can see that we matched with Lana, we should have seen her profile render on in the matches area, but there seems to be an issue with the real-time with the use effect, so we're gonna have to fix that. But as you can see, when I reloaded the application, she pops up. Okay, so let's go into the file and see where that match pop-up component is located. So I know that is the match pop-up is right here, and it should be rendered in the dashboard. It should be at the bottom here. Yeah, exactly. So I had the old match pop-up, and also has the new match pop-up. So I believe we're gonna need to remove the old match pop-up because I don't need that right now. I'm going to uncomment this out. First, we're gonna change the name because the original file is just match pop-up. This was the testing match pop-up that I had before. We don't need that right now. First, let's create a force render button so we can render component whenever we want. I'm going to create a button in the dashboard right beside the skip button. Oh, I already have it before, so perfect. So I'm just going to comment that out. There we go. Okay, let me see why that button is currently not working. Oh, because I didn't comment out the on click. Sorry, my apologies. Okay, let's just get Claude to audit the file. Let's see if he can help us force render it. Okay. Oh, he just logged me out. Let's me log back in. I believe that. Which user were we logged in before? It's okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're just force rendering the component for now. So we'll just use Lana's. And oop. He is trying to create some sample data for testing. Variables like is MatchPopup open? Yeah, so that's variable is not, it hasn't been defined. Sample current user and sample mat user are referenced but not defined. So I must have removed these. You know what? I must have removed them because it was causing me errors, and I had to work on something else. So that's probably why. The match pop-up state is inconsistent. Okay, let's just get him to add those reference sample users. Okay, so here's my code right here. He's gonna set the match pop-up to be true, and we're going to force test the pop-up. Okay. Let's see what this code is. Okay. Okay, now he's gonna update the properties in the match pop-up. Let's refresh the page. Oh. Apparently I wrote blue instead of blur. Okay, he can fix that quickly, no problem. I'm just going to give him the photo one more time so he knows what the component should look like. Should look like this design. This is not the correct local host. I'm not too sure why. What is he doing? I see the test is working. The MatchPopup is displaying when you click the test button. However, I noticed that the current implementation doesn't match the design you showed. The current version shows user photos in a basic layout, but the design has a calendar component at the top, 2 profile photos with name, yeah, a heart icon with arrows between them, a message about not wasting time, plan dates, and say hi button. Let me update the match pop-up component to match this design. So this is our new design right here. So he got the calendar, he got the photo, names, description, and then the 2 buttons. So it looks like he's trying to implement the days of the week headings as well. Okay, good. Now let's just test the render button quickly. Okay, cool. So we're able to force render the match pop up. Now we should get all the design in there. Okay, so here's a problem. When we click outside of the component, it needs to disappear. But we can't do that. We have to actually click the close button, which is okay for now, but we're gonna fix that later. Let's clarify a few things for him. You can update the match pop up to the photo, but keep in mind that the 2 photos of match users are sitting in front of the calendar. So he's gonna have to use, I believe it's relative positioning and Z index to achieve this effect, but we're going to let him, we're gonna see what he's gonna do. Okay, usually Claude is pretty good with design. Oh, that was quick. Okay, so he got the calendar, he got the 2 photo, he got the heart icon, but the UI is not looking great, so let's keep going. Oh, it's absolute positioning. I always get confused between the 2. Okay, let me make some manual changes. Do I not have the CSS file for the match model? Oh, it's right here. Let me see what I can do here. The calendar container should be under calendar container. Let's give it a height of 400 px. Okay, so everything is a little bit too big and there's a lot of white spaces here. Let's go to our CSS quickly. So the calendar container, I'm gonna add that height so we have that. So we have that height of the calendar while so we have that height and then we can move the 2 photos together. Now there's a lot of extra white spaces here. I'm just gonna see what's causing that. The match message, 50%. Match message. Match message. Where is that? Where's that styling coming from? I don't see it. Where is this styling coming from? From the file itself? See, match message is not here. Match buttons, match button, responsive. What? It's in dashboard. Oh, right here. I'm not too sure why I have that in there, but we're just gonna remove that. Okay, perfect. The model is a little bit smaller. Now we have something to work with. Let's take a photo for Claude. Okay. Let's give him the photo and tell him that we need to move the photos side by side. The photos are a little asymmetrical to give it a natural pop-up look. The calendar should also be angled. Let's do it by 8 degrees. Let's see what he can come up with. Okay, I guess 8 degrees is a little bit too much. Is that actually 8 degrees? That looks like 45 degrees. Heart icon is going to be display flex, align items, center size. Okay. Perfect. We're getting there. Okay, I want the calendar to be angled a little bit lower to do 3 degrees. Still. And also, I would like it to be kind of like 400, the same. Let's make it like a no, I don't want like a square calendar, so do 425px for the width. Okay, maybe 450. And margin, we're going to auto it so it's center. There we go. Let's move the pictures down a little bit. So the profiles container, we can move it down to 40 degrees. Oh, the other way. Let's make it bigger. Okay. So the first photo is 130. Let's do 160. We'll keep the difference not too big. There's still a lot of white spaces here. Profiles container. There is some padding on the side. We don't want any padding. Oh, sorry. It wasn't the padding that was causing that white space, the gap. Yep, that is the gap. I don't want the profile container to rotate. Let's comment this out for now and see what it looks like. Okay, not the whole thing. Just a degree. It still has a little bit of a degree because it's sitting inside the container. Sitting inside the calendar container. We'll come back to it. I still want the photos to be bigger. So we're going to increase this to 200. To 10. Okay, just a little bit more because I want it to pop out of the calendar. There we go. Give the calendar container some faint box shadow, please. I'd like to get the AI to do the box shadow because I'm not very good at it. And honestly, I feel like the model itself can be smaller as well. The width is 90%. What if we do 80%? Oops. Okay, there's the box shadow. Let's go back to 6. Also, I would like to change the font family. We're gonna use Bebas New. I want to lower the width of the MatchPopup content. 70 is good. So let's do 70%. And we're gonna give it some padding. We're gonna give it 32 px top and bottom, and then 24 px side. Maybe even more. Let's do 56. But guys, we're getting somewhere. It's looking good. Okay, so I like that. We'll keep the button, the force render button, because we're gonna keep working on the styling. Right now I want to actually integrate it into the logic now. Okay, we're going to start another Claude session so that he has fresh context. So let's start Claude again. Let's integrate the match pop up into our match functionality. When two users like each other, that will create a match, and the match pop-up modal should render on screen. Please audit and see if the logic is correct. Okay, before we prompt it, I'm gonna test it myself to see if it's actually working. So I'm logged in Bruce. Let's log out. So let's log back into Lana's account. We're going to match her with there's nobody else for her to match with. Let's find another user. Who do I have in here? Emily. Let's log in as Emily. Okay, so we're gonna match Emily with Matthew. What is Matthew's email? Matt. Okay, let's try to match with Emily and see if the modal will render. Oh, so the functionality is working. That is amazing. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, it's just a little bit more refinement on the alignment of the names of the users, and I gotta fix the title, the font size. But overall, we know that it's able to render when two users match with each other, and the UI matches. The layout of the UI matches our design, so I'm very happy. I will work on the functionality of the message button and the plan days button. We can probably do that now. Let's see if it is working actually. So when we click on say hi, the on click should redirect us to the chat page. Okay, so let's see if it will do that. Oh, so it is working as well. I love that. Perfect. I'm so happy. Okay, so that is it. Let's push it to Git. Okay. Let's just log out quickly. We'll close down the development server. So all of our file that we haven't pushed, I'm going to add all of them. Let's commit. I believe last time I was working on the, let me see here, the chat redirect. Fix chat prefix redirect to chat page and redesign the match modal. Git push. Perfect. Let's check off our list. We got some work done today. Whew. Guys, CSS is intense sometimes. It's such a rabbit hole, but you know, I'm happy that we fixed the UI, so now I just have to go in and refine a few things. You know, just to be fun, let's create some profile and then test the match pop-up again. Who should we create? Let's do Amanda. And then you guys can see the onboarding experience as well. Let's put some woman. She's into everyone. Let me find a photo. Sorry. Asian. We're just going to choose one of my pre-made perfect date template. So let's see here. Let's match Amanda with Wayne. Let's match her with Emily. Okay. Oh, what happened? Oh, right. I logged out of my server. I wonder if... Oops. Okay. Log back in. Emily. Okay, Amanda's in here. Let's match with her. Okay, let's get a mobile because the UI is not going to look great on mobile just yet. Yes, it is working, and we see here Emily and Amanda. Perfect. Great, guys. We finished our task for today. I'm so sorry if I'm a little quiet today. I'm a little tired, but I'm happy that we got some work done. Okay. So that's it. See you in the next video. And thank you so much for being here with me. Bye-bye.